Hello and welcome to this week's Live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On today's show I shall be chatting to top local urban artist Matthew R. And as usual we'll be playing lots of top homegrown music by local musicians. Hello, I hope you're all well and having a great week. Let's kick today's show off with a little bit of Anthony Krupski and Four Leaf Clover.
Fishing in the dark, thinking without thought. Trip on the four-leaf clover, hard to blow it over from the spark. And at the speed of scattering flower leaves with covering seas. Could you
That was Four Leaf Clover by the amazing Anthony Kropsky, because of course we've had him on our show. I think it was back in June I was chatting to young Anthony. Great stuff. He's on Facebook if you want to give him a cheeky little like. He's on there as Anthony Kropsky with a K, well, 2 Ks in fact, and give him a cheeky little like. He's actually on there as an author. Let's have something by Carter and Hartman, Wrap Your Arms Around the Day, featuring Harriet Carter.
Hold on to our ladders,
That was Carter and Hartman, Wrap Your Arms Around the Day. Find them on Facebook as well. That's Carter and Hartman with 2 N's at the end. They've got a gig coming up, which will be on Sunday the 12th of September, and it'll actually be on the canal in Barrow-upon-Soar, in the moorings in Barrow-upon-Soar on Sunday the 12th of September. That'll probably be an afternoon gig, I think. So we're going to have a bit of Comprehend now from last year. Here's Show Off, limited budget remix.
Your mind like a book, so you can read between the lines and see this life is corrupt. Cause I'm paying tax on the wage that I've had to slave to stack. So I'll have a hard cover till I get my paper back. We're on the same page, but live in different chapters. I want the main stage, you wanna sit and chatter. Your lack of character, who's your no protagonist? If you've got a spine and set a goal, then go handle it. I'm the only author of my life, and I want exciting stories like my name was Owen White. No one can write it for me, it's my time. And you think my life's how I'm with these rhymes. I don't do designer clothes, they're too pricey. Cause what you pay for those shoes, I buy about 90. You're wearing Nike, I'm wearing what I like, G. I know I'm present in your thoughts like your psyche. I'm finding my place and my purpose. You're busy riding the wave like surfers. We're in our lane and you're trying to swerve us, but we take up more space than the circles. There's a pungent aroma when I am in the room. You can tell I'm a stoner and like to swing the booze. I was a loner, alone in the room. Now I'm still on my own when I'm alone in the booth. I wanna open up your mind like a book, so you can read between the lines and see this life is corrupt. Cause I'm paying tax on the wage that I've had to slave to stack. So I'll have a hard cover till I get my paper back. We're on the same page, but live in different chapters. I want the main stage, you wanna sit and chatter. Your lack of character, who's your no protagonist? If you've got a spine and set a goal, then go handle it. Yeah, I plant the seed of love and more, so later I can cultivate some peace, not war. If the bomb talk is something you support here, then you need to take a long walk off a short pier. The revolution's close, so you better fight, or you can go ghost and be terrorized. And I know it won't be televised, cause it's a last resort when there's no hope like debt advice. People being while I'm spreading lots of love. If these rappers acting fishy, I won't let them off the hook. I know it's but that's the world we're living in, and that's the way to be, to see the change that you're envisioning. I'm carrying a message like headway, I'm peckish, cause all this food for thought has been digested. Success is something that's progressive, so check this. My music is the only vestige I'm left with. I wanna open up your mind like a book, so you can read between the lines and see this life is corrupt. Cause I'm paying tax on the wage that I've had to slave to stack. So I'll have a hard cover till I get my paper back. We're on the same page, but live in different chapters. I want the main stage, you wanna sit and chatter. Your lack of character, who's your no protagonist? If you've got a spine and set a goal, then go handle it. You know me, I'm working on my raps, and I ain't got no lenses, but I've got some contacts. If I see the sirens, then I take a steady turn, while you're out promoting violence like you were Eddie Hearn. I'm underground like a gas main, cause I got a sound you can't have, mate. To grow a pair of like the opposite of it's time for me to go to work, cause I'm mad late. I see these rappers acting like they're war machines, and if they fight they're bringing in the Iron Man, it's boring me. I see their vision, they rap to make some quicksilver, but here's the thing, you're not the Hulk like you're a bodybuilder. You missed a fantastic opportunity to see me live, cause you was Jane choosing. I've not gone rogue because I'm moving low key. I'm just busy working in my zone and I'm broke beat. I wanna open up your mind like a book, so you can read between the lines and see this life is corrupt. Cause I'm paying tax on the wage that I've had to slave to stack. So I'll have a hard cover till I get my paper back. We're on the same page, but live in different chapters. I want the main stage, you wanna sit and chatter. Your lack of character, who's your no protagonist? If you've got a spine and set a goal, then go handle it. Handle it, 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 handle it.
That was Comprehend and Show Off, limited budget remix. Okay, so now it's time for this week's interview, where I'm chatting to young urban artist Matthew R. But first of all, we'll start off with one of his songs, Don't Try, featuring Ironic.
Something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by You're so tainted. You're giving all this love, but you faking. No mistaking. I be driving by, overtaking. Girl, you think that you're smart. Take my cards like you're the queen of hearts. Joker, be the one that lets her heart. When I'm picking you up, you're bringing me down. Tryna rush it all up, slowing it down. Then you're hot and you gon' make up your mind. Cause I ain't got time to wait. Picking you up, bringing me down. Tryna rush it all up, slowing it down. Then you're hot and you gon' make up your mind. Cause I ain't got time to wait. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't outside. Don't try holler at me. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't outside. Don't try holler at me.
Giving me fake love, I don't need that. You know that I've given you my time, now you see that. You can let your ex-man run and just creep back. Cause everything happens for a reason, I believe that. I swear to you, I'll leave that. Yeah, now here we go again. Every time calling my line, you're feeling low again. Meanwhile, I'm living my dreams, I'm on the go again. I know you wanna try and give a go again. Look, but I ain't gonna try unless we really settle down. Cause I'm really ready now. So show me what you're really bout. Cause I'm fed up of your doubts. Do you wanna be my spouse or no?
No, I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't outside. Don't try holler at me. I don't want your love. Love is something that I never get from you. You keep me hanging on by when I ain't outside. Don't try holler at me.
That was Don't Try featuring DJ Ironic from my guest today, Matthew R. He's my special guest on this week's show. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing today?
Hi, Kevin. I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Excellent. I'm awesome today, but the next 20 minutes are all about you. Matthew, it's great to speak to you today. I seem to remember the last time I spoke to you was a few years ago, wasn't it? I could be wrong, but I think I saw you I think it was a Cosmopolitan Festival in 2018. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you seem quite prolific around those days. I remember you getting a bit of a name for yourself, and you seem to go all quiet. What was that about then?
You know what? It's a lot of things. Obviously, the pandemic didn't help, but I was just going through family troubles. And when I say family troubles, literally just based around my son, and I was going through a court battle with him, and it got too much. And I thought, it was either I forget about him, which obviously I'm not going to do, or I have to not sack music off, just literally come off the performance and the online presence side of it just for a bit.
Right.
And I thought, you know what, I just had to focus on, my family first. And yeah, it worked out well, full custody, which you don't hear about. Yeah. So I'm all good now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And then unfortunately during that, so was that during lockdown as well, or?
Yeah, it carried on for a while. I struggled to get to studio. I was struggling with work, stress. You could say my mental health was on a decline, but I wouldn't call it to the point where, I needed to seek help. But I felt very, very low. And I've always felt like I was a really strong person. And I think that when it comes to men's mental health, it doesn't get, enough recognition. And I thought, you know what, I need to focus, because if I'm feeling down, it's going to rub off on my son. And I just stepped it up, turned it around, and learned how to mix and master, and recorded through lockdown with my own resources, my own studio I invested in. And yeah, it sort of blew up again, really.
Right. Yeah. So it's sort of the music gave you something to focus on then.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. So how did you get into music in the first place, Matthew?
It was through my father. He still is now. He's obviously not as good as he used to be now, but he taught me how to sing. He was giving me regular singing lessons. And then I just started to put myself out there doing open mics, and I teamed up with Yasin, which we all know from HQ.
Oh yeah.
And he's one of the reasons where I am today. Basically, he put me on my first stage, and I was I was quaking in my boots. I didn't want to do it. I was so scared. And he literally physically pushed me on the stage. So he called my name out and he literally pushed me forward. And I had no choice but to perform. But I will always be grateful for my dad and for him. So it was funny though. It was really funny because I was really scared.
Jeez. I was going to ask actually. So, if there's new R&B artists trying to make it on the scene, what advice could you give them to get started?
You know what it is? I'd focus on true R&B because I think a lot of people are sort of confusing what they're hearing now as R&B, but real R&B. It's not all this the Afro beats or rappers holding notes and claiming that they sing on beats. It's about real singers, real raw passion, real raw emotions. And the only thing I could say is stay true to what you believe in terms of R&B and your music, and make sure you get your feelings and visions out in them songs so you can grab the audience. And I think that you just need to stay true to yourself.
So what R&B artist then inspired you?
I'd say there's a guy called Marcus Houston. He's related to Omarion, which you may have heard of. Sort of around about when Chris Brown was coming through. So Marcus Houston's been one of my biggest inspirations, other than Chris Brown and the obvious one, Usher and Craig David. So they've been my biggest inspiration.
Wow. Okay. Now we've just played one of your songs, "Don't Try," featuring DJ Ironic. Can you tell us a little bit about that song? How did it come to be?
So basically, when I invested in my own studio, I learned how to mix and master during lockdown, and I thought, you know what, this beat would sound really good. And I was reaching out to a load of established artists, and DJ Ironic, he was around when N-Dubs first came about, and Dappy and everyone. And I said, you know what, let me just reach out to him. And I just asked him if he could listen to my latest EP at the time. And he liked it. And he said, if you want to work with me, we can do something. And then, we just made it. He sent me over his vocals. I mastered it all and everything. And it got onto Radio 1 Extra. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Brilliant. Did you actually meet him, or was it all done over the internet?
It was all done over the internet, just because when we first did it, we weren't literally allowed to go anywhere. Right. So I've got his, I ring him sometimes. I speak to him all the time. He's invited me down to his new studio he just opened actually in London. So yeah. Wow,
that sounds exciting. So
I can't wait for that.
What is it actually about though? Don't Try. It's one of your more negative songs, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what it is. It's basically about you find we could call it love of life. We'll just call it for this example. We'll call it like your love of your life. And you've gave you everything to them, and all of a sudden they start playing games, and then they're not being true to themselves, and then they let you go because they can't handle their own emotions, and then when they see you good, they try and come at you again and say, try and get back in your life. And I'm like, don't even come to me, don't even try and holler at me again. I don't want your games. It's just trying to tell them that you've moved on. You don't want to, you can't do it. You know what the situation is going to be. It's going to be the same old story type of thing.
I see. But even because all your songs seem to have or the ones I've heard, the songs that we're playing on today's show all seem really chilled out sort of tracks. So it seems as though, like, especially with "Don't Try It," you're able to make sort of quite not an angry thing, but quite a negative thing, but in a chilled way. So you can't help which is great. Does that reflect your personality, Matthew, would you say?
Yeah, you know what? It does, because what I did was, funnily enough, just going off slightly, I met, there was a young lady that she does like guidance and spiritual stuff, and she said to me one time, I know you're going through troubles right now, and I've always been skeptical, and she was like, you need to put you in your music. If you put you in your music, it's going to blow. And I was like, okay, tried it, and I actually put me, Matthew Richards, into the song instead of just writing about anything that no one can relate to. I wanted everyone to see that this is me, that it's actually my experiences that I'm trying to get across. And ever since then, literally, I've had one of the best lives I could ever wish for. So it's going really good at the minute. That's
brilliant. So that follows with all the rest of your songs then, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's play another one then. Let's play Pressure. Can you tell us a bit about this song?
Yeah, this one was based around sort of similar subject, really, trying to, you want to give your all to this girl and you know that she's not right for you, and because she's being closed off, she's not letting you in, and you're feeling the pressure, you know, you're trying to find reasons to keep going, and you know you're struggling with the pressure, and all you want to do is just, you know, just say to her that she's hard to love, type of thing.
Okay, so here's Pressure by Matthew R.
I'm under pressure. I'm running out of precious time and I feel the pressure. Blocked from inside your mind and now I can't text you. I could pick up the phone but I don't wanna stress you. I just gotta let you be. It's been a while since I saw your face, so girl, won't you come my way? Don't you ever be afraid of change, because with me it won't stay the same. It's been a while since I saw your face, so girl, won't you come my way? Don't ever be afraid of change, because with me it will stay the same. Under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love. Sometimes it's hard to open up. Yeah. Let me tell ya, I ain't got time for games, so sit down, let me tell ya. The way you act messes with my brain and I have no filter. I ain't going around this game again. I think it's better off we stay just friends, unless you're willing to communicate with me. Under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love, under pressure for your love.
So that was Pressure by the amazing Matthew R, who's my special guest on this week's show. So how does the creative process happen with you then? Do you dream up of music while you're having a bath, or have nightmares about it? How does a song start off in its embryonic stage?
So basically what I normally do is I'll search for beats on, you know, just say, for example, I've done it before where I've searched for beats on YouTube. If I like the beat, I'll contact the producer personally and say, look, I want to work on you with this, and they'll either send it me, or you know, you can buy beats. But obviously these particular songs that you played today, I actually reached out to a producer and he made me the beats. I just gave him the sort of melody and he made it. And then from then, when I was listening to the actual music, it brought back real experiences that I've been in. I thought, you know what, let me write about this. And then that's how I do it. Normally, a lot of people write the lyrics first, but I find that harder, because then you have to try and find the melody to go with the actual lyrics. But if you do it the other way around, the lyrics will come with the melody already. So that's how I do it. Yeah, it seems to work really well.
So have you done any collaborations yet?
Apart from the one that we played earlier, I have one with one of my friends who actually raps, called Hyper, or I Am Hyper Online, as his calls himself sometimes. He changes his name more than me, to be fair. But no, he's really good. He's one of, you know, I've grew up with him, and he's sort of is my artist manager. So if I go to shows, he comes with me, but he does his own stuff as well. Right. And we did a song together, and yeah, it's called Take It Slow. It's really good. It's more current as well. It's a bit of Afrobeat vibe, so it's more of again probably a negative kind of concept, but we've turned it a lot more cheerful and, you know, upbeat. So it's really catchy.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, we'll Take It Slow. We'll play that in a moment, not just yet. We'll play it at the end. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Okay, so who would your ideal collaboration be with, do you think?
Oh, Craig David all day.
Oh, right.
All day. He's like my biggest inspiration ever.
I was going to say, you sound a bit like Craig David yourself, don't you, your voice?
Yeah, everyone says that.
Well, it's true. You're like Leicester's very own Craig David.
I've actually heard that. Someone actually said that on radio.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. So, okay. So you're back now. You're back in the scene now. So, what plans have you got for the future, Matthew?
Well, funnily enough, I did actually join TikTok, which everyone seems to be familiar with at the minute. And I was telling me you need to get on there. I went on there, and it pushed me not just as a music artist. It's pushed me into the whole social media spectrum now. Do you know, coming as like an influencer angle or creator angle. So a lot of opportunities have opened up where music will be more relevant as well. And it's absolutely nuts right now.
Okay.
It's crazy. I've got so much stuff going on. For example, I've got a lot of new music coming out. So I've got my own album coming out, full album, instead of just doing little mini EPs. And I'm organising a UK tour of certain venues next year as well, which I'm looking forward to.
Okay. So back to the TikTok thing then. So you find that that's the best way of getting your music out there, is it?
Yeah, I mean, on there, I don't do as in singing videos, but when I go live on there, I sing and perform on there because if you're not famous, it's kind of hard to get the views. So I do more entertainment values, you know, comedy videos, but when I go live, I get a lot of people drawn into my lives because I'll have singer in my bio, for example, and they check out all my links. So from there, it has generated a lot of organic, brand new followers as well from different audiences. And I think if you've got an image or a brand or a product, I advise everyone to go on that app because it does, you know, you do get paid, you get rewarded for doing the videos, and you get a load of different collabs with various projects, and it is amazing. Yeah, I think it's helped me a lot musically.
Okay, so that's TikTok. I must admit, I haven't been on TikTok yet. Obviously heard a lot about it. Okay, so you touched on you're going to be touring around the country, are you, shortly?
Yeah, I need to get all the dates ain't confirmed yet, but it is going to happen. Now, obviously, we just have to wait on certain, let's just say, certain requirements of what we need to get into certain venues, and obviously certain situations that are going on at the moment. We have to see how they pan out before we go ahead with it, because we were supposed to do it before lockdown, you know, going on radio tours, going to Wales, Ireland, you know, performing everywhere. But with the situation at the minute, it's kind of hard. It's kind of forcing certain things on us as artists to do in order for us to perform. So I'm not too sure entirely how it's going to pan out, but we are going to do it at some point.
Okay. And that will be a countrywide tour, will it?
Yes, yeah. Whole of the UK.
Probably next year, do you think, just after Christmas?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. We're aiming to do it early next year.
That'll be quite tiring, though. You're actually going to stay at hotels and things as you go around the country.
Yeah, you know what? I'm literally used to waking up 6, 7 in the morning with a 4-year-old, so I'm all right. I can handle it.
Brilliant.
I can handle it.
Excellent. So is it kind of a rebrand then at the moment? Because I notice you've got some nice branding going on your Facebook page. Are you sort of rebranding yourself? Just to let everybody know back.
Yeah, it's more because yes, I still do music, but because I've gone into the more social media influencer side of things, it sort of made me rebrand in a way where I can reach out to pretty much anyone, even if it's not to do with music, and still involve music in some way. And it seems to be paying off at the minute. And it's just crazy, man. I think I wouldn't have expected it to happen due to what's going on in the world right now. I mean, obviously everyone's been affected negatively with it. Yeah. And I think that you just need to try and still focus on your goals, and don't let this stop you doing what you want to do.
Yeah, sure. Okay, all right. Well, let's play. We're going to play Take It Slow in a moment. Before we do, how do people keep in touch with you, Matthew?
So the best way to keep in touch with me is to head to my Instagram, which is Matthew Art Official. I have a link on there in my bio that you can click, and it will literally draw out every single link and every single site that I'm on. And that's the easiest way to get hold of me, instead of, searching for me on various. To be fair, you can just type it. If you type in Matthew Art Official on Google, my stuff will come up. But if you go to my Instagram, that's where I'm more active on at the minute.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, thanks very much for chatting with us today. And before we go, if you could just tell us a little bit about Take It Slow that we're about to play.
Yes, so this one is Take It Slow. This one is very catchy, and if you don't dance to the chorus, then I know you're lying, because it's really, really catchy. And it's basically based on, you know, summer, girls, you know, feelings type of thing. It's very vibey. It's more of like it's less negative, put it that way.
Okay, that's brilliant. Yeah, okay, well, thanks very much for chatting with us on today's show, Matthew.
No, thank you for having me.
And good luck with the tour, etc. And I hope it goes well. And so here's Take It Slow featuring Hyper by Matthew R.
You know I can't fight this feeling. Let's give it a whole nother meaning. Beats every time that we meet it. Even if it ain't for another evening. If you have a problem, I will call you. You're good either way, got a promise. To hit me with your problems. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We can fight this feeling. Give it a real meaning, yeah. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa, whoa.
I'm just showing my feelings, freeing my demons. Yeah, you make me higher than the ceiling. Hate when you're leaving, shine like sequins. Only you that I'm deep in. I swear, babes, I'm deep in. Spoon when we're sleeping. Love the way you move when we're beating. Moaning and squealing, I could never leave it. Hide at the weekend, but I'm staring at your features. Bumper is beasting. When I'm down, you're my healing. Hold it down when I'm steaming. Straight home in the evening. Cause it's you that I'm feeling. Baby girl, you got me feeling. You're my world, that's a real thing. You make me watch like I'm streaming.
You know I can't fight this feeling. Let's give it a whole nother meaning. Heartbeats every time that we meet it. Even if it ain't for another evening. If you have a problem, I will call ya. You're good either way, girl, I promise. Don't be scared to hit me with your problems, yeah. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We can fight this feeling. Give it a real meaning, yeah. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa, whoa. You know I can't fight this feeling. Let's give it a whole nother meaning. Beats every time that we meet it. Even if it ain't for another evening. If you have a problem, I will call you. You're good either way, girl, I promise. To hit me with your problems, yeah. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa. We can fight this feeling. Give it a real meaning, yeah. We don't have to rush, no. We can take it slow, whoa, whoa. We don't have to rush, no. We don't have to rush, no. We can fight this feeling.
That was great to catch up with Matthew R. Absolutely fantastic chap. Really interesting too. If you want to find him out on YouTube, Facebook even, it's Matthew R. Official. So yeah, great stuff. Okay, let's have a little bit of Dayflower now, featuring Martha Bean, Stuck to You.
Still my chance. I should have done better. Stuck to you, my blue.
That was Dayflower featuring Martha Bean, Stuck to You. We're now going to hear from a band that I saw over the weekend. Actually had a fantastic time in Firebug down in sunny Leicester it was Sunday night actually, just before the bank holiday. And I saw a wonderful lineup which included the Whiskey Rebellion. There was a bit of rock there from Mage in Duffy's Bar. And back up to Firebug headlining with the wonderful Goldwater. Always fantastic to see. Really, really good fun gig actually. The lead singer from Goldwater, he's like a spider. He keeps climbing over absolutely everything. He's jumping on the bar and on the railings, on the speakers. Oh man alive, it was a great, great, great gig. So here's Goldwater, Working Man. That was the wonderful Goldwater and Working Man. Don't forget, if you want to check out any gigs, local gigs, you can have a look in musicinleicester.co.uk, and they're in our handy gig guide, as that gig was that I went to over the weekend. Absolutely great to see Goldwater again. Brilliant band. Anyway, so let's have a little bit of Harry Giorgio now, and Lockdown in a Summer. I wonder what that was inspired by.
For beginners, it's hard to feel the man when Instagram just show you winners. Yeah, the ship is broken, failing to stay floating. And if I could fly, I'd reach the sky so high across the ocean. Yeah, stuck in this bubble, cause my life's like a puzzle. It's hard enough just trying to keep yourself out of trouble. Temptations all rise, trying to find a better life, but we fail to recognize what's hiding in plain sight. Looking for a brighter day, we stay looking for a brighter day. I think I need a remedy to come and take the pain away. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Locked down in the summer, call me if you're lonely. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Locked down in the summer, call me if you're lonely. For this life, so I stay on my grind. Ain't got a lot of money, but I've got a little time. Cause life's what you make it, the chances I'll take 'em. Hiding from that 9 to 5 grind for a pay slip. We've come so far, but look how we're living. Can't see through the bars in this virtual prison. These days I don't talk much, I just listen. I'm lost in my thoughts, contemplating this existence. Yeah. Looking for a brighter day, we stay looking for a brighter day. I think I need a remedy to come and take the pain away. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Locked down in the summer, call me if you're lonely. Sat up in the corner, you know where to find me. Locked down in the summer, call me if you're lonely.
That was Harry Giorgio and Lockdown in a Summer. That pretty much wraps up this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to find out what's on in the local music scene. Check out musicinleicester.co.uk, and all upcoming gigs, or most upcoming gigs, are in our little gig diary there, as well as lots of reviews, and there's single reviews, gig reviews, all sorts of reviews, and previews as well of gigs coming up. Great stuff. So that's musicinleicester.co.uk. You'll also find the podcast for this show, so if you want to listen to any of the old interviews, including Harry Giorgio, it's all in musicinleicester.co.uk. Okay, so I'll see you this time, 5 o'clock next week, next Thursday on Hermitage FM. Do have a good week and stay away from any nasty viruses.